Greatest player duos in NBA history. Some things are meant to go together. Bread and butter, gin and tonic, salt and pepper, pen and paper. We can go on. But we're not going to bore you with some random nursery school puns and rhymes here. We're here to talk basketball and the greatest duos of all time in the NBA. While bread and butter sound good together, we also have great basketball duos that sound just as good and even better. We're talking about names like Penny Hardaway and Shaquille O'Neal, Steve Nash and Amare'e Stoudamire, Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, Hakeem Olajuwon and Kenny Smith, Tracy McGrady and Yao Ming, Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal. We can keep going, but we know you gotta move on with your day, so here we go. Let's play full court, baby, your go-to channel for the most interesting basketball topics. Number 10. Karl Malone and John Stockton. Karl Malone and John Stockton are not just one of the best duos in history, they also had a good friendship in the league, and they still do. These two players always kept their team above their accolades, and if we go by statistics, Karl Malone and John Stockton are one of the most consistent pairs in the history of the NBA. Though they never won a championship together, the Utah Jazz duo were a good combination for 18 years. Karl Malone and John Stockton were outstanding, putting up great historic records for the Utah Jazz. On an individual level, Malone holds the third spot for the most points scored, and Stockton holds the number 1 spot for the most assists in NBA history. In their era as pick-and-roll partners, Karl Malone averaged a total of 25.4 points and 10.2 rebounds per game, while John Stockton averaged 13.5 points and 10.8 assists per game. These accomplishments were the result of respect, love, work ethic, and consistency between the duo. While you could tell that Karl Malone was superhuman by merely looking at him, John Stockton also proved to have great athleticism. Karl Malone and John Stockton went on to win 900 out of 1,406 regular season games together, and they won another 85 playoff games on top of that. During their era together, Karl Malone led the NBA in total points for active players, scoring 4,000 more than Michael Jordan. John Stockton, on playing with Karl Malone, once said, "I felt there was something magical. The guy read my mind. He caught everything. He finished everything. He had all my work ethic and then some. He loved the game." Though they reached the NBA Finals twice, Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls team kept them from getting to the top. Number 9. Jerry West and Wilt Chamberlain. Jerry West, also known as Mr. Clutch, is a former NBA player that played for the Lakers between 1960 and 1974. Jerry West and Wilt Chamberlain were great NBA duos and almost unstoppable together. Along with Elgin Baylor playing a key role in the team, they formed a powerful Los Angeles Lakers trio that is mostly regarded as one of the best in the history of the NBA. Jerry West and Wilt Chamberlain combined for a total of 37.6 points per game while leading the Los Angeles Lakers to the 1972 title. During that run, Wilt Chamberlain led the team in outstanding rebounds at 21 per game, while Jerry West racked up a total of 8.9 assists per contest. While playing together, Jerry West and Wilt Chamberlain went 214 wins to 74 losses in the regular season, and a total of 43 wins and 25 losses in the playoffs. The duo won only one title, but most NBA fans think that they would have won more rings if they had joined forces earlier. What are your thoughts on the matter? Number 8. Steph Curry and Kevin Durant. While Steph Curry is one of the best deep shooters in the history of the NBA, playing alongside Kevin Durant brought great fear to every opponent. Their relationship was healthy, and whenever the Warriors were referred to as a super team, they were mainly referring to Steph Curry and Kevin Durant. Like a supernova, this duo burned bright, and they also burned fast. Once Kevin Durant joined the Warriors in 2016, the rest of the NBA teams didn't stand a chance. The Warriors blew through the NBA competition in their first season with Durant aboard, going 16 wins and 1 loss in the NBA playoffs en route to the title. They also won in the following season. Though the waters were a little bit more turbulent, a third championship would have been theirs had Kevin Durant not ruptured his Achilles in Game 5 of the 2019 NBA Epic Finals against the Toronto Raptors. During their time together, Curry and Durant combined for approximately 52 points and around 11 assists and almost 7 three-pointers per game. Steph Curry had a solid shooting percentage of 64.3%, while Kevin Durant was at 64.0%. The three Warriors teams of the Steph Curry and Kevin Durant era ranked first, second, and third respectively in effective field goal percentage in NBA history. What a record. All said though, Curry and Durant have a case as one of the most talented duos in NBA history. Their short time playing together bumps them down the list a bit. Number 7. Tim Duncan and Tony Parker. While most fans would make a case for Manu Ginobili to be in the duo spot with Tim Duncan instead of Tony Parker, we will go with the savvy point guard. Born on the 17th of May 1982, Tony Parker is one of the greatest European basketball players in NBA history. He was named to 6 NBA All-Star games, 3 All-Star NBA second teams, and was also the MVP of the 2007 NBA Finals. Tim Duncan and Tony Parker won 4 NBA titles together, going 733 wins and 269 losses in the regular season and 131 wins and 81 losses in the NBA playoffs. They helped the Spurs win at least 50 games a season and easily made the playoffs in every year that they were together. Only a Ray Allen three-pointer stopped them from winning 5 titles and going further up the greatest duo in our history list. Number 6. Larry Bird and Kevin McHale. Playing for 12 seasons together is enough for any NBA duo to understand each other and also make great records. Bird and McHale were no exception, as they won 3 NBA championships during their era with the Boston Celtics. Larry Bird and Kevin McHale were 2nd and 6th in their regular season win shares and were also 2nd and 4th in playoff win shares. While NBA legend Larry Bird averaged a total of 24.6 points per game with 9.9 rebounds and 6.5 assists, Kevin McHale managed to average 18 points a night and pull down a total of 7.4 rebounds per game. Bird's great ability from his smooth stroke to his passing and ball fakes placed him as one of the greatest players in NBA history, while Kevin McHale, with his great post-up moves, made him one of the most outstanding power forwards in NBA history as well. Number 5. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. Hats off to Steph Curry, who never fails to deliver and has the ability of bonding easily with new players and old teammates. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson won 4 titles while playing together and reached a total of 6 NBA Finals, with 5 of them happening 5 years in a row from 2015 to 2019. So far, the two have gone 395 wins and 130 losses in the NBA regular season and 77 wins and 34 losses in the NBA playoffs together. In their era together, Curry has averaged a total of 25.1 points with 6.8 assists and 4 3-pointers per game, while Klay Thompson has averaged a total of 19 points and 3 triples per game. The two players led the Warriors to an astonishing 73 wins out of 82 in 2016, and they have forever changed the way basketball is played. Number 4. LeBron James and Dwayne Wade. Let's talk about this dynamic duo. James and Wade won 2 titles while playing together and were completely unstoppable. At the peak of LeBron James' time in the Miami Heat, he averaged a total of 26.9 points with 7.6 rebounds and 6.7 assists, while Dwayne Wade averaged a total of 22.2 points and 5.3 rebounds. They both worked flawlessly and were a threat to all opponents. With LeBron James and Chris Bosh, Wade helped guide Miami to 4 consecutive NBA Finals from 2011 to 2014 and won back-to-back championships in 2012 and 2013. Wade briefly left Miami to play for the Chicago Bulls and the Cleveland Cavaliers throughout 2016 to 2018 before returning to Miami to finish his playing career and retire with the Heat in 2019. LeBron is currently playing with the Lakers and won a championship with them during the COVID outbreak in the 2019-2020 season, mostly behind closed doors. Number 3. Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. 10 amazing seasons, 5 championships, with 3 MVPs and a total of 19 All-Star appearances. That's just a bit of what Johnson and Abdul-Jabbar did while playing with the Los Angeles Lakers. Abdul-Jabbar was the veteran center with a dominant post move, and Johnson was the architect of the Showtime Lakers. They went 506 wins and 179 losses in the regular NBA season, and 110 wins and 47 losses in the NBA playoffs together. While dominating the 80s, Magic Johnson averaged a total of 19.4 points with 11.4 assists and 7.4 rebounds, while Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had 20.2 points with 7.4 assists per game. They denied Larry Bird and Kevin McHale from winning more titles and were the perfect threat to teams and players. Number 2. Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant. Arguably, these players are the best guard-center combo in NBA history. Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant were a big force for 8 seasons with the Los Angeles Lakers. They won 3 titles together, and they could have won more had egos not been a factor. During his NBA prime, Shaquille O'Neal led the NBA in win shares, with Kobe Bryant was 7th during that time. Shaq averaged a total of 27 points with 11.8 rebounds per game, while a talented Bryant clocked in a total of 21.8 points with 5 rebounds and 4.3 assists. They were both dominant during their three-peat run. During the 3 postseasons, Shaquille O'Neal scored a total of 29.9 points and pulled down 14.5 rebounds, while Kobe Bryant poured in a total of 25.3 points per game. To put a topper on Shaquille O'Neal's dominance in the 3 NBA Finals, he averaged a total of 35.9 points with 15.2 rebounds per game. Had the two stayed together, there's no doubt what they would have achieved. Number 1. Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. Led by the most outstanding player of all time, the Chicago Bulls were able to win 6 NBA championships during the 1990s. But Jordan didn't achieve this without the great Scottie Pippen. The Chicago Bulls' dynamic duo was the ideal complement to one another, and they caused havoc on every NBA season from 1987 to 1998, minus Michael Jordan's time playing baseball for a couple of years in between. During their NBA play together, Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen ranked 1st and 2nd in the NBA playoff win shares. Michael Jordan averaged a total of 31.5 points with 6.4 rebounds and 5.6 assists, while Scottie Pippen put up a total of 17.1 points with 6.4 rebounds and 5.3 assists. The duo had the NBA's best winning percentage during that season and led the Chicago Bulls to a then record 72 victories in 1996. They are the undisputed best duo in NBA history. Thank you guys for watching. While there are numerous great duos in NBA history, we have brought you some on our list. Which duo do you wish made the list? Which of these duos leaves a memory? Do you wish some of the old players still play today? Kindly drop your view in the comments section. We hope you enjoyed the video topic today. Subscribe to our channel, Full Court, for more interesting basketball topics.